What really drew me to Roxbury Community College was the support that I get, from financial support to the support at the library. I'm currently working as a nurse in a nursing rehab. My goal is to learn more about the medical aspect of nursing. I knew what I wanted to make happen. I just didn't know how I was going to make it happen. The support system here, in terms of the people that are helping you, after a while you start considering them like family in a way, because they're just there for you.
Roxbury Community College is an institution born out of the activism and community concern about access to higher education. When the Commonwealth planned a highway to be built in Roxbury, a movement was started to block those efforts and to instead demand the establishment of a community college. Today, RCC's mission is to provide a nurturing environment where all community members are welcome. We work to ensure that all family members can benefit from educational seminars, courses and programs, cultural and civic engagement events, and the community resources provided by RCC. The college offers over 30 degree and certificate programs that allow students to transfer to a four-year university or to enter the workforce. We ensure that students are successful by providing free resources, including laptops, tutoring, and other academic support. Our rate of success is 68%, which is well above the state average. Over time, RCC graduates increase their income by 2 economic quartiles, which lifts them from poverty and enables them to earn salaries to care for themselves and their families. Although we've completed substantial work aimed at breaking down the academic barriers to success, such as eliminating developmental math and science courses, supporting students at RCC goes a step further. Students can't succeed in classes if they are hungry. They can't succeed in classes if they don't have childcare or housing. Perhaps more importantly, students can't succeed if they cannot afford their tuition and fees. That's where the Roxbury Community College Foundation comes in. The RCCF raises money to support a variety of needs at RCC. Money raised by the RCCF supports facility upgrades, program improvements, and special projects. Most critically, the RCCF raises money to provide direct student support in the form of need and merit-based scholarships, food insecurity initiatives, and more. Every penny raised by the RCCF provides Boston's hardest working, most deserving students with the educational opportunities they deserve. We need support from donors like you to continue the long-standing mission of RCC and to provide students with the education they deserve. Visit rcc.mass.edu or call to pledge your support.
There's always a demand for skilled healthcare professionals in Boston, and RCC has the programs you need to join this growing field. You'll benefit from newly renovated state-of-the-art labs, expert teaching, and a convenient location. Our programs are affordable with scholarships and laptops available to all. Boston's healthcare employers need you, and we're here to prepare you for a new career. Visit rcc.mass.edu/healthcare20 or call 857-701-1200 to get started.
Good evening. Welcome to the Virtual Track and Field Athletic Center, home of the Roxbury Community College Tigers. Tonight's conference features the visiting team, the Hill Bulldogs. Versus your Roxbury Community College Tigers. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visitors, the Hill Bulldogs. Wearing number 1, Angel Price Espada. Wearing number 4, Javante Ambrose. Wearing number 11, Giovanni Lopez. Wearing number 22, Angel Garcia. Wearing number 23, Corey Bird. Head coach, Angela Jones. Now let's meet the home team. Your Roxbury Tigers. Win number 1, Jordan Phillip Long. Win number 2, Farad Zulu Verdoka. Win number 4, Kevin Ajimon. Win number 5, Boyd Kalu. Win number 45, CJ Moore Perkins. Head coach, Albert Hill. Assistant coach, Andre Barbosa. Officials for tonight's game, Brian Sullivan, Brian Gain, and Mike Fogarty. Look at both teams. Hill Bulldogs are wearing red and white. RCC's wearing white, orange, black. Good luck for Tigers. Game time. Work, Steve. Work, Steve. Work, Steve. Work, Steve. That's the first team first. There you go. That's by Kevin Ajimon. Basket by Boyd Kalu. That's his first team first. At the line of Hill, 11, with Ronnie Lopez shooting 2 shots. RCC basketball. Timeout RCC. Scoring now is 14, RCC 10.
At Roxbury Community College, your future is our focus. As an RCC student, you'll benefit from small class sizes, flexible schedules, and a state-of-the-art facility. We provide all students with laptops at no extra cost. We'll help you with financial aid and connect you with financial assistance programs. We're here to make sure you succeed. Why wait? Enroll now.
From RCC basketball. basketball. That's his first 24. At the line of RCC, Gerard Zoo for Doka, shooting 2. One shot. second. At the line, available for Javante Edwards, shooting 2 shots. RCC basketball. Back in the RCC number 1, George Roman. For Bumpy Hill number 21, Taylor Jones. That's his first team trip. Ryan is sure about the ground shooting 1 shot. Good. In the game, Bumpy Hill, 2-2 lead by Garcia. Replacing Joe Lewis back. That's the second team four. Timeout, Parker Hill. So right now, Parker Hill, number 6, RCC 34.
My name is Heike Bergman, and I am a nursing student here at Roxbury Community College. I joined the Army as a medic. The unit that I'm in, it's a forward surgical team and we need nurses. I ended up choosing Roxbury Community College because it's very affordable. They were very flexible, they're good with my military schedule, they're close by. I reached out to the Veteran Outreach Coordinator. She got me in contact with all the right people and she was the one who took care of the GI Bill. It feels really great to help other people.
Shooting 2 shots. TJ Moore, yes. That's his first team 7 at the line of RCC. Kevin Anchino, shooting 2. RCC score right now, Company Hill 40, RCC 36.
My name is Sherlon Wright. I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago. I live in Everett, Massachusetts. I work in the cafeteria as a barista at the hospital, and I met a clinical instructor of the radiology program. I'm a father of a 13-year-old, and it's uplifting for me to see that she's seeing that I'm going to school and educating myself. I can't wait till I'm done to actually go out into the work field and do what I've learned. At the line is Kevin Anchino, shooting 1 shot. Basket by Cody. Ball down, we longer basketball.
Basketball Angel Garcia. That's his first team's game at the line for RCC. 2-5, shooting 2. Team shoot at the line number 2, RCC, shooting 2 shots. Back in the game for Montreal, Ronnie Lopez, replacing Javante Edwards. 4 shots. That's the 8.5 score right now. Montreal 45, RCC 44.
In Boston, we tune in to learn about the news from Karen Holmes Ward, Janet Wu, Amaka Ubaka, Latoya Edwards, Rondella Richardson, Shayna Seymour, Anna Rittis Rodriguez, and other talented women of color. It's almost difficult to remember what the nightly news looked like in the 50s and 60s when reporters and anchors were almost exclusively white men. The diverse, representative news teams of today are possible because of pioneering efforts of a tenacious group of women who broke barriers in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. In particular, we honor Sarah Ann Shaw, Carmen Fields, and Reverend Liz Walker for their contributions to the field of journalism and for accurately portraying the beauty of Roxbury. These pioneering women knew from a young age that they wanted to make a difference.
When I look back on the 60s and the 70s and the 50s, the times I grew up in, there wasn't any one person, there were many persons. I think it was the times that inspired me. We had so many voices. We had Martin Luther King and Medgar Evers and Malcolm X, Angela Davis and John Lewis. Those were the contemporary voices around me that told me, first of all, I mattered. You know, even James Brown back then was an inspiration because he said that we could be black and proud. So those were the voices that I heard. Those were the voices that told me that I mattered. And not only that I mattered, but that I had a responsibility to the rest of the community and to the world. And I think that's what inspired me.
My 7th grade English teacher had a unit on journalism during that year, and that sparked my interest at first. Later, a columnist at the black newspaper in my hometown, the Oklahoma Eagle, invited me to be a guest columnist, and that cemented the deal.
Sarah Ann Shaw became a reporter in part because of her experience as a community activist. For Carmen Field and Reverend Liz Walker, their professional experience helped to land their first jobs in Boston.
It was serendipity that I became a reporter. I was involved with a community group that was trying to get more black people jobs in the television industry and in newspapers as well. And I was a community representative in the organization. And the man who was the general manager of Channel 4 at that time offered me a job, and he thought I could do the job.
My first job was in Little Rock, Arkansas, which was my hometown. And I looked around that newsroom. Nobody looked like me. Nobody'd heard anyone like me in that newsroom. So I think that I was a little afraid and certainly challenged, but excited about doing something different. When I got to Boston, I'd been in media for many years. I came here after living in Little Rock, after working in Denver, Colorado, and San Francisco. So I'd earned my abilities. I'd done my work. But it was such a new thing to have a black face on the main news in Boston. That was very different. And suddenly I was being judged all over again.
Well, being the first black woman reporter at Channel 4, it was difficult. I mean, I would go places to do interviews and people would be very surprised that I was the reporter. Sometimes it was difficult to get people to cooperate, to grant me interviews, even though I was working for an established television station. Sometimes there was hostility from some of the people I was interviewing. And you have to prove yourself over and over and over again.
My very first job out of college was for a small television station in Jefferson City, Missouri. I was the first and I was the only. Need I say more? It was a very interesting learning experience, learning the business, and also because it was a small station, I got a chance to shoot my own film, process it, edit it, deliver the stories on the air, live on the air, do the writing. So it was a preparation, an all-encompassing preparation for the task ahead. But being the first and the only was something I wasn't prepared for, but I knew that I had to represent and hopefully be successful because those that came behind me might be measured by what had happened for me.
Throughout their careers, our honorees showed Boston as it was. Carmen Fields won a Pulitzer Prize for being part of the Boston Globe team that covered busing. Liz Walker covered the Charles Stewart murder case. But what these amazing women will be remembered for is their commitment to showing Boston, and especially Roxbury, at its best.
I'm particularly proud of Channel 7's coverage of the 1982 NAACP National Convention when it met in Boston. Along with a producer, Vicki Jones, and others, we fashioned stories, live broadcasts, special programs around the NAACP convention. In fact, we covered it as if it was either the Democratic or Republican convention.
When Nelson Mandela was freed from prison in South Africa, Boston was one of the first cities he came to visit. And he was on the Esplanade, and 200,000 people showed up, and it was a celebration. I ended up falling in love with Boston. I remember covering the 4th of July Esplanade concert from a rooftop on the Back Bay, and just seeing this city at its best. When this city shines, oh my God, it shines big.
What I tried to do was to develop stories that no one else was doing, stories that really showed positive things which were going on in the community, things that illustrated good educational programs or innovative educational programs, good training programs, things which demonstrated that Roxbury as a community had all kinds of people, people who were going to work every day, people who were not doing drugs, who were not selling drugs, who were not negative people. I tried to do the positive stories about my community because this is where I was born and this is where I live, and I thought that that was a very important thing for me to try to do as a reporter, which was give people information about my community.
Sarah Ann Shaw, Carmen Fields, and Reverend Liz Walker didn't just cover Roxbury. All three women made a point of covering the amazing stories at Roxbury Community College.
Did I cover Roxbury Community College? I think I'm responsible probably for half of the bricks that are used to build these buildings on this campus because I paid particular attention to RCC because it was conceived and launched the same time, exact same time as Bunker Hill Community College. And the challenge was getting a permanent home for Roxbury Community College. So I just kind of made it my business to follow and pester a governor or pester someone in a hearing. What about RCC? What about RCC? And whenever we were at an impasse for the news and the assignment editor looks at you and says, well, you know, what can we do? Who can we get right quick? Well, I'd call somebody at RCC and I could come and get a story about what's the next step to get a permanent home for RCC. That was my reason to be, and I am so proud of what I see now. It's as if I birthed it myself.
When Reggie Lewis died of a heart attack playing basketball or practicing, that was a great tragedy for this city. His wife, Donna, was an amazing, and still is an amazing woman. And despite her grief and her trauma, she decided she was going to turn her grief around, and she did so many and still continues to do so many things for the city. So with the Reggie Lewis Center, of course, that's a state institution, but she was a part of that. That's her husband, and she gave permission. Roxbury Community College stands for everybody can get an education, and everybody can do better, and everybody, can be a part of a productive quality of life in a community. And so Donna Lewis invested in the community through that center. So that was an exciting time when that center opened, and it was, with the track, which was a world-class track, it just elevated the neighborhood and elevated the city, and that was a big story to cover.
Sarah Ann Shaw, Carmen Fields, and Liz Walker were successful because of their talent, perseverance, and unbridled commitment to the truth. But it certainly didn't hurt that Reverend Walker and Carmen Fields had the legendary Sarah Ann Shaw as their mentor.
I am a little awed by Sarah Ann because she's an institution, and I worked with her at Channel 4, and you didn't mess with Sarah Ann. If Sarah Ann wanted something done, you pretty much tried to figure out how to do it. And she's still that way. She's committed to this community. She's committed to social justice, and she fights for that. And she fights for what she believes in. So she's a real shero for me. She is a pioneer in this field and has done so many amazing things in this community. She is unapologetically for Roxbury. So I am awed by Sarah Ann.
I love Sarah Ann Shaw. I consider her my journalistic godmother. You don't have enough time for me to count the ways that Sarah Ann Shaw has been important to my life and my career. She's responsible for helping me finish my master's thesis because she had all of these papers and notes and minutes and things that you couldn't find in a library, but that were sitting right there in her house. When I was starting at the Boston Globe, she would regularly check on me and offer me suggestions for stories and tell me about meetings that were occurring in the community that might interest me.
We stand in awe of Sarah Ann Shaw, Carmen Fields, and Liz Walker. We are proud to honor these amazing women as legends of Roxbury.
My experience at Roxbury Community College has been great.
We did it! It's exciting.
There was only so much that I could do with only having a high school diploma.
I'm a graduating nursing major at Roxbury Community College, and my goal is to eventually get my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
The reason that I chose to go into the field of communication disorders is that I grew up with one myself. So I want to make sure that children growing up with that don't have to deal with the same thing that I did.
Being here at Roxbury College, it's basically the first step for me to ultimately complete my goal.
I came to Roxbury Community College for a degree in liberal arts, and I'm currently taking courses for a degree in communication disorders.
I definitely would not be here wearing this gown if it wasn't for the professors, the students, and faculty.
I feel proud because I did make it.
I took the extra steps to enroll in RCC and just give myself everything that I could do to make sure that I was successful. I feel great.
It was amazing.
Start the second half of the RCC basketball.
Yeah, I know, sorry. I filmed in a basketball game for the college. Oh, sorry, I was trying to do something.
Slam dunk, CJ Moore, Broadcast. Ball down on the RCC basketball. Three points for Kevin Ajima. RCC basketball. Three points for Ronnie Lopez. He was tied ball game at 55. Three points for Roy Kalu. Forward single two for Rise, Super Doka. As I said, team first. Three points for Ronnie Edwards. Shooting 3 shots. At the line, RCC CJ Perkins, shooting 2. RCC 64, Bunker Hill 61.
You want to come here to Roxbury Community College because after renovation, we made our labs more accessible for every student.
My favorite piece of equipment in the lab, I would say it's the microscope.
We have the best lab in Boston. We allow students to be able to improve using the technology that they will see also in the career field.
RCC gives students the tools to be successful, and the teachers care about the success of the students.
What really drew me to Roxbury Community College was the support that I get, from financial support to the support at the library. I'm currently working as a nurse in a nursing rehab. My goal is to learn more about the medical aspect of nursing. I knew what I wanted to make happen. I just didn't know how I was going to make it happen. The support system here, in terms of the people that are helping you, after a while you start considering them like family in a way, because they're just there for you.
That's his first, team 6. For Belmont RCC basketball. Is 72-7 at the line of junior handle place Estrada, shooting 1-1. Timeout, Bunker Hill. Score right now is RCC 71, Bunker Hill 71. It's going to be Bunker Hill basketball. That's his third, team's 8. At the line, Bunker Hill, usual place is spot. Shooting 2 shots. That's the same team four. That's the second team fifth. And from the control of Martinez. followed by the two around the season number as his at the line for Monroe's Little Muffin, shooting 1-1. RCC scoring down from the Hill, 79, RCC 73.
At Roxbury Community College, your future is our focus. As an RCC student, you'll benefit from small class sizes, flexible schedules, and a state-of-the-art facility. We provide all students with laptops at no extra cost. We'll help you with financial aid and connect you with financial assistance programs. We're here to make sure you succeed. Why wait? Enroll now.
After my congregation was lovely, shooting one shot. RCC 75. Minute 38 seconds ball game. At the line of Hill, one Leo Price Estrada, shooting 2 shots. This, that's his second, team 7. At the line of RCC, Jordan Hill Long, he'll be shooting it 1-1. Timeout, Bunker Hill, scoring now, Bunker Hill 5, RCC 77. Gordon O'Brien as his third team score the limit. At the line from Hill, one Angel Price Espada, shooting 2 shots. Coach Tessie Morgan, power scorer, Bunker Hill, 89, RCC 77. Thank you fans, thank you officials, thank you coaches, and thank you teams.